Hello, hello. It's Marsha Grace, your calm creativity connector. And I'm not as calm today as I tend to usually be because I am in the midst of having a family crisis. So I wanted to talk to you about it and kind of let you walk through it with me and kind of understand what process I use to to get through it, because these things happen, right? They happen, and they happen suddenly. They happen out of the blue. We're not expecting anything to happen, and yet, boom, there it is. And so, what do we do? How do we handle it? So today, of course, I was going to continue my conversation about money and abundance, all that kind of thing. But abundance is, I think, a perfect conversation for what we're talking about here because, well, my understanding of abundance is that abundance is about living your life from the inside out, as opposed to reacting to what's going on outside of you. And that allows you to understand what's going on inside of yourself and helps you to take care of your own needs so that you can then be of service to other people, to your family, to your friends, to your business, of course, all the people involved there. And so that's what real abundance means, really, for me. That's what real abundance is all about. So I'll just share with you what's happened, and that is that my daughter went into the hospital last Sunday night with a severe kidney infection. We thought that she was going to lose her kidney function altogether, but fortunately that has not happened. But she's been in there for 5 days now, and she has a husband and 4 children who are extremely upset. Needless to say, the fulcrum of the family is out of service. And we all know, as mothers, as businesswomen running businesses, if we're not in good shape, if we're not functioning optimally, nothing around us is going to do that either. So I thought I would share with you today how I am handling this situation. We have a very small family. It's just myself, my son and my daughter, and her family, and my son's family, of course, his kids. So there are not. I don't have brothers or sisters nearby who can be helpful. I don't have, and I just have the 2 kids. So my husband is not here. So it's everything falls on me to pick up and help when something like this happens in one of their families. So that's what I've had to do. I've had to go over to my daughter's and shop and cook and help with homework and, all the things that a mother would be doing, what their mother would be if she were there. And along with everything else, of course, I'm upset. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with her. And as it turned out, we found out she's going to need some surgery. So these things are very unsettling for everybody. And fortunately, I have tools. I have mental, spiritual tools to get me through difficult things like this. And that's why I wanted to share that with you today, because I don't know what the outcome is going to be. We're right in the middle of this. But I just wanted to tell you how I've been coping. So the first thing is that I have a strong love for my family. And when you have a strong love for wherever the crisis is taking place, for your business, if you're really passionate about your business and something goes wrong, of course you're going to be upset. But if you have tools, you'll be able to work through it. So because of your love, because you care, because you are able, right? And so you're going to do it. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, and this is it's something that many of us just skip right over because we get totally immersed in the crisis at the moment, and we forget to take care of ourselves. And the reason I say this is because, well, I mean, it's so easy. It's totally easy. I mean, you start running around, making phone calls, you're going here, you're going there, you're trying to get information, you're doing all sorts of things, and you forget to take care of you. So I recognize that I need to take care of me in order to take care of them. That's the best way I can take care of them is first to take care of me. So, and that happens every single day when I wake up. The very first thing that I do is my morning practice. And that has to happen, because if I don't do that, I am totally discombobulated the rest of the day, right? That's really what it amounts to. So first thing I do is to stretch, just a little bit of stretching just to loosen up my body, because especially when you're under pressure and stress, your body's all tensed up. So just to do a few little, whatever it is that, you need to do to get relaxed, to relax the body. And then I do my slow, deep breathing. Just, if you've been with me for any length of time, we've done breathing exercises, all sorts, but my go-to everyday breathing exercise is 5 slow, deep breaths in, hold 10 slow, deep breaths out. Just in and out, and just let that breath focus me in, center me, and allow me to oxygenate my brain. I mean, deep breathing is just such a valuable thing to do anytime, but especially when you're stressed. So, okay, so I do my breathing, and then I'll write down, whatever, because now I'm kind of centered and focused in on the issues, and I can write down what what I'm concerned about, or what something I need, somebody I need to talk to. Make a list of the things that I need to do in order to to get into my day and get the things done that I want to do. So I do my writing, and then I just put my pen down and I close my eyes and I allow myself to just get in touch with what's going on, to see if there's anything else that needs to be addressed, or if I can just find that still, quiet place, just even for a couple of moments. Sometimes when we're under stress, you're not going to spend an hour meditating. It's just not going to happen. But just giving yourself a couple of minutes of allowing everything else to fall away, and just to be in that still, quiet place, and just asking, open, receptive to whatever your inner wisdom has to tell you, what to do, it is an amazing thing. It's just a fabulous, wonderful thing, and I just wouldn't start a day without it because of the benefits. So that's how I start my day. And I also read a lesson from, this is my spiritual practice. A Course in Miracles is my spiritual practice, and I read a lesson every day from that, which, oh my goodness, usually it's amazing how that particular lesson that I read that day will just be the perfect thing I need to hear to focus and center me on peace, on just being peaceful through my day, on knowing I am loved by a loving source, on just feeling warm and nurtured and cared about. And when you feel cared about, then you can care for others. So very essential for me. All right, so that's what I do. Then, and I plan my day, right? So while I'm writing my list there, whatever it is, I'm planning what I need to do, what I have to do, because my normal day, I do certain things, right? I guess we all have kind of like little rituals that we do throughout a day. So, you have kind of things that you do. And maybe when you're in the middle of a crisis, you can't do everything that you would normally do. So you have to figure out what's essential. Must I do? I must feed the dog, right? I've got to feed the dog. If I don't feed the dog and walk the dog, that's going to be a problem. I must... put the water, fill the water bowl, whatever, whatever it is, whatever you have to do in order to make sure certain things don't fall apart. And so there's that. So we have our must do list, and then we have our, if I can get to it, I'll do it list. So that I can then go and take care of the crisis, whatever the being in the midst of that situation is. So okay, so that's part of what I do. Another very important thing, at least in my case in particular, because I'm dealing with my family of a daughter and 4 sons and a husband, right? And they're all worried and they're all wondering what's going on. So I've been going to the hospital and visiting her, but and she's really not feeling well at all, not really able to communicate well. She's exhausted and stretched out and whatever. So she's not really necessarily hearing everything that the doctors are saying, and or able to explain it, well to her husband or to her kids. So kids can't visit. They're not old enough, and so they're missing her terribly. And they do talk to her. They're able to talk to her on the phone, but still, it's not the same by any stretch of the imagination. So, and she, as I said, not able to really express what's going on. So that's my job. My job is to tell them, to let them know what's happening, so they don't feel, so they're not making up all kinds of horrible things that will never happen, right? Because we tend to, when we're stressed and nervous and upset, we tend to think the worst, right? Everybody's going to die. The world's coming to an end, and we're beside ourselves. So communication really is important with whoever it is you're involved with in the middle of this crisis. So that's there. And of course, I talk to my daughter. I go, visit with her, ask her what she needs, try to think of what she would like, because she can't think of what she needs at the moment, and just be there for her, be there as a calming agent, and just assuring her things will work out and everything will be fine. So that's what I've been doing, and trying to talk to the doctors and the nurses to really get the lowdown, what's actually going on with her. She thought she was going to be able to come home, and then it turned out she wasn't, so she was really upset about that. And me too, because I know she's, the family would love to have her home. So yeah, so it's stressful, but again, with the tools, with the understanding that we can get through this if we stay centered, if we stay calm, if we stay in service mode as opposed to why me mode, that ego thing that wants to come up and say, why is this happening to me, and why do I have to do everything, and the crazy thing that are all the way those crazy thoughts go. So, but when I'm in service mode, that doesn't happen. It's all about, what can I do next? What do we have to do next to take care of this situation? So I plan family meals. We went shopping. I took some of the boys, we went shopping. We got stuff, and then we cooked together, and I had them helping me out. This one's setting the table, and that one's chopping an onion, and this one is doing something else. So they're all participating and keeping them busy, giving them something to do. So that kind of is what I've been doing each day now for the last 5 days, or 4, whatever. I think today's the 4th or 5th day, and to maintain as much normalcy as possible for her family while she's in the hospital, and to keep her as calm and she doesn't have to worry about things at home while she's recovering, because, as we well know, you don't get well fast if you don't relax and allow your body to heal. So that's what I've been doing, and I just really want to stress that abundance. Again, this is a perfect example of abundance, because really, abundance means to live your life from the inside, finding out what you need for yourself, and then going out there and doing whatever it is that you're guided to do, so that you can be of service to yourself and to others. Everybody benefits under those conditions. And that's what true abundance is, as far as I'm concerned. So if you found this helpful, please share it with other business women or anybody else who's going through any kind of a crisis, or you think would be helped by this information, because there are ways, we have tools, we have the ability to get through situations in a calm manner, as calm. I'm not saying you don't lose it at certain points, so you don't get upset about certain things, but basically you come back, you bring yourself back when you feel that angst coming up. It's like time to breathe, and just let that breath bring the calm. So that's what I have for you today, and please come join my Facebook group if you are a busy businesswoman, because there we are doing an Affirmation Monday, we're doing a Guided Meditation Wednesday, and this Facebook Live on Fridays. So come get support and help, and anything else you want to offer. You want to offer something that you know can help people, that would be great too. So come join Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Businesswoman Facebook group. And remember, everything begins with a thought. So keep those thoughts as light as you possibly can, okay? And have a beautiful weekend. Until next time.